So here is a great yoga routine that I like to do before I go to bed to help me sleep better. So you will probably use pillows. So you can take pillows from your couch or your bed pillows. And if you have a yoga block, you can use one of these. If not, you can use the pillows. So we'll keep these close by for now. Put these over here. But keep them close by, and then we're going to go ahead and lay on our back without any of the props. Okay, so from here we're going to lay on our back. You can start by bending your knees and just let your hands rest on your body and let your head relax, maybe even nodding your head side to side. And just take a nice long deep inhale and exhale. Take another deep breath. We're going to take the hands and place them above the chest, right around the collarbone area, elbows out to the sides. If you can't reach comfortably, just as close as you can, or you can always go below. We are going to do a few different parts of the body. So see if you can keep them above your chest as if you're trying to breathe into your chest and the shoulder area. So once you get comfortable, take a deep inhale. Exhale, let your chest draw back towards your spine. Inhale, feel your chest expand into your hands. Exhale, contract. Take a few more breaths at your own pace, breathing into your chest, feeling your hands rise and fall. Let's take another breath. And after your next breath, take your hands and place them below your chest onto your ribs, your rib cage in the middle of your torso. Elbows resting out to the side. Take a deep inhale. Let your ribs expand into your hands. Exhale, contract. Few more breaths. Inhale. And exhale. Going at your own pace, feeling your breath flowing in and out of your body. And after your last breath, bring your hands down just below your ribs onto your belly button area, abdomen, elbows resting out to the side. Head is comfortable. Take a deep inhale when you're ready. Exhale, draw your belly button in and back towards your spine. Doing that a few more times. Inhale, let your belly expand. Exhale, firming the lower belly back towards your spine. Again, taking a few more breaths at your own pace. Letting your body continue to melt deeper into the ground. And after your last breath, you can start to stretch your legs out in front of you. If it feels okay in your shoulders, reach your arms up over your head. Just give yourself a nice stretch. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, let everything relax and release into the ground. Take another breath. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, release. Good. For the next pose, you may want your pillows for this one. We're going to bend the knees, bring the feet together, open the knees apart for Supta Baddha Konasana, butterfly. So if you feel like you need support, you can take your pillows and place them underneath your hips, thigh area, feet together, knees out to the sides. Hands can be on your belly or out to the sides. Get your head comfortable, maybe even nodding your head side to side. And when you're ready, just take a few deep breaths. softening the space between your eyes, relaxing your jaw. You can open your mouth and just give your jaw a nice stretch, moving your jaw side to side, softening deep in your ears, in your eyes, your nose, the crown of your head. And just allow yourself to soften into the pose for the next few breaths. If you're really enjoying this pose, stay here. If you're ready to move on, you can start to bring your knees toward each other, remove the pillows, and then just take a moment. If you want to stretch or hug your knees before we do the next pose, just give yourself a breath or two. The next pose we'll do is supported bridge. So you can use your pillow. I'm going to use a block since I have it. You're going to bend your knees, feet to the floor, and lift your hips up and place a block underneath your hips. You can stay low, which is a great place to be, and have your knees bent. You can rock side to side, kind of massaging your sacrum, that back of your hips. You can even extend one leg out, opening the front of your hip. Maybe the other leg out. We're going to be here for a few moments, so just know that you can explore extending one leg or the other leg out. If this feels fairly easy for you and you want to go deeper, you can lift your hips up and go a little bit higher on the block. If that's too high, you can come back to the lower part. And again, you can stay here. If you want, some people like to stretch their legs out. Sometimes it feels really good. Open up the front of the hips, bringing the arms up over the head. Just be really careful. This can be really deep on your back. So just come back to knees bent if you need to. We'll stay here for just about maybe another 5 to 8 breaths. Just allow your body to be supported by the block. Nice long inhale and exhale. Letting your shoulders relax, your hips. Let's take a few more breaths. And from here, you can always come up onto the balls of your feet if you need to push your feet down. Lift your hips up, remove the block, and place the block to the side. Again, you can stretch your legs out. You can reach your arms up over your head. Give yourself a nice stretch. Take a deep inhale, exhale, soften. And then take your time. We'll bend the knees. Bring the knees into the chest. Give your knees a hug. You can rock side to side. You can do circles with your knees both ways. If it doesn't feel good to move, just be still. Stay here for a few more breaths. You can even lift your head up to meet your knees. Make yourself into a little ball. Lower your head down. Bring your feet to the floor. We're going to come into our last pose before rest, a twist. So I like to push my feet down, move my hips over to the right, lift the knees up and over to the left. And you can stay on your side if you want to be a little bit more restorative with a block or a pillow underneath your head. This is a great place to be. I love being right here. Or you can come into the twist, let your head rest on the floor or the pillow, and bring your arm out to the side. We'll be in this twist for about 5 to 8 breaths. Don't worry about counting. Just allow yourself to be in the twist. You can also put a blanket or pillow underneath your legs if this is too deep. We're getting ready for bed. That is the idea here. So you don't need to force it. It's more about creating space and relaxation and calming the body rather than creating stress on the body. So just allow yourself to soften. You can even just let your breath go on its own and just be in that space where your body is kind of melting and your mind is drifting off. Few more breaths. Your next inhale, come back to center and just take your time if you want to adjust your hips, maybe hug your knees, maybe lift your head. Take a breath or two here. You can stretch your legs out. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. So you can bend your knees, lift your hips, and move your hips over to the left. And we'll bring the knees over to the right. Left arm out to the side. You can look up or over your shoulder. Again, you can stay on the side if you prefer. We'll be here for a few breaths. And again, just try not to force the pose. You can use your energy differently in different practices. And especially if you're getting ready to go to bed, you want to be more gentle and slow the body down. So maybe back out a little bit. Maybe use a bunch of pillows to help you relax. See what feels right and helps you soften into the pose. And take a deep breath or two, letting your body continue to melt deeper and deeper into the ground. Softening your brain, softening the space between your eyes, letting everything go. And on your next breath or two, slowly work your way back to center. Adjust your hips and bring your knees in. Just take a few moments. We're going to go into our final pose, Shavasana, resting pose. So just give yourself a few moments to stretch and wiggle. If you want to place a blanket or a pillow underneath your knees for support, you can. If not, just let yourself rest on your back. You can even place your hands back on your belly or your chest or just out to the sides. You can nod your head a little bit side to side, making sure your neck is relaxed. And just scan your body one last time here, just softening the edges of your body, the crown of your head, the soles of your feet, the palms of your hands. Take a nice long deep inhale. As you exhale, allow your body to soften a little bit more if it's ready to. And then just let your breath start to slow down, excuse me, on its own. Softening your jaw, the space between your eyes. And just sending love to yourself and gratitude for showing up to have some movement, to help release energy, to help reconnect back to yourself. I'll leave you here for as long as you'd like. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope to see you again. Have a great day. Namaste.